On day 4, we journeyed outside of Jaipur. We traveled along the National Highway 8, which leads to Agra. Our destination was going to be a place called Abhaneri. It is really famous for its step well, also known as the Chand Bauli. It was a beautiful scenic drive, and right there you can see the Chand Bauli or Abhaneri. The step well is quite an architectural marvel. It was really beautiful with all the steps all along the four sides, which actually led to a small little pool at the center of it. And right here at the center, you could see the temple and also the bathing rooms for the royalty. A lot of carvings were lying all around the step well, also part of the temple. And it was a beautiful morning with flights of pigeons all around us. We spent about half an hour there taking in the view. Unfortunately, we could not walk down the steps because it was forbidden, but it was interesting to observe the lengths that royalty went to even have a bath. After Abhaneri, we drove down to the Aravalli Hills, very close to the Sariska National Park. It was a very picturesque drive. There was a beautiful lake right at the center, surrounded between the Aravalli Hills. And our hotel owner had recommended that we go down to his farmhouse, which is right in between these hills. Most of the day we enjoyed the drive through scenic Rajasthan. The roads were very good. Even the state highways were very scenic and good to drive on. And although it was about 2 hours away from Jaipur, it was quite a pleasure on the roads. By mid-afternoon, we arrived at the farm, like you can see here. It was nicely located, surrounded by the hills. It's still under development. They plan to put up outdoor tents in this location. We spent the afternoon just lazing around and feasted on some Rajasthani food. The next place that we visited was known as the Bhooton ka Bhangarh. Of course, right there it just says Bhangarh because the myth of the Bhoot is not much spoken about by the ASI. It was a completely desolate and abandoned town right in the middle of the hills. The myth goes that one night, just overnight, the entire village was evacuated because of the curse of a rishi on the queen of that village. So here you can see lonely roads, broken city all around us. It was very eerie, but of course we didn't make any inputs. Here you can see what is known as the bazaar of this entire village. Lots of locals were visiting this architectural site, and it was a beautiful site because of its eeriness. There you can see the temple as we approach it. The temple was way out of the main village area, and it was an interesting trek getting there. Again, a very, very lonely place without anybody there. And it was a Ganesh temple with beautiful carvings on its roof. Of course, there was no deity there, but it was quite a strategic location to look at the entire village. Right here you can see the main palace of the queen from the temple. We took in the views from this strategic location, from where you could see the palace, the Sentry Hall, the other temples, the broken buildings of merchants, and also as we walked towards the main palace, we could see many more buildings. There was a temple which people still believe in, so it was reconstructed. Here you can see that. But most of the other buildings were broken, and because of the myth of the ghosts, There's not much construction happening here and nobody stays there overnight. We ended the day at Bhangarh, just sitting there having a cup of chai and looking at the architectural marvels.